The chair recognizes the gentlelady from Salem, Representative Garcia, to speak in favor of the committee amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. I rise in support of this amendment merely to voice support for the traditional definition of marriage. The case for marriage is based on the facts of biology and sociology. Marriage was not established to validate emotional and romantic love, sexual attraction, and the promise of commitment in heterosexual relationships. That conception of it is a modern luxury. Instead, marriage exists to solve a problem. That problem is a societal problem that arises from sex between men and women, but not from sex between partners of the same gender. That problem is what to do about its generativity. We all know that our success in this relates to every other societal problem we face: educational achievement gaps, socioeconomic status, crime, substance abuse, depression, etc. A man and a woman who unite biologically may or may not have children, depending on factors beyond their control. But the point is that a same-sex couple cannot thus unite. Therefore, the state has no interest in regulating their relationship. The symbolic message of inclusion for same-sex couples in an institution that makes no sense for them would be coupled with another message, that marriage is about the desires of adults rather than the interests of children. When adults bring children into the equation by adoption or by other means, they are covered in other parts of law and bring with them a host of unique and complex situations that require their own considerations. They are different from those for the biological offspring of a man and a woman. All of sociological evidence on this issue has concluded that the best interests of children are, all things being equal, unequivocally realized within a family unit that features a man and a woman, a father and a mother. None of this means that same-sex couples, single people, or any arrangement of people can't be a family to a child and be capable of raising that child successfully. I should know. My name, Marilinda, was created in honor of Maria and Linda, two women who raised my wonderful mother. I certainly consider them to be a family, though it remains tragic that my mother did not have a father. But why should these loving, committed, emotionally attached, and supportive women who shared their adult lives not enjoy all the alleged rights that a man and a woman as a married couple can? For me, it's simple. It's purely based on biology. They can raise a child, but they are biologically incapable of producing a child together. I don't have to tell you the nature of their personal relationship. As the state, it shouldn't concern you. Similarly, I don't have to tell you my sexual orientation, and there's no way you could prove what it is anyway. Your concern as a state and a society is with my gender-based reproductive capabilities when men are involved. Same-sex marriage allows for an unjustifiable distinction into the law. The revisionist version of marriage excludes pairs of people who qualify for it in every way except for their lack of romantic sexual relationship. It's illogical and invasive while completely missing the biologically specific point of marriage in the first place. The campaign for same-sex marriage, as evidenced by its immediate abandonment of civil unions, is primarily motivated by one specific benefit, and that is the symbolic statement by the government that committed same-sex relationships are equivalent to marriages. But with respect to the purposes of marriage, they're not equivalent, and so this psychic benefit cannot be granted without telling a lie about what marriage is and why a society and legal system should recognize and support it. Accusations on this subject about hate, intolerance, and bigotry are uncalled for and intolerant in their own right. 37 African countries and many Islamic countries suffer actual civil and human rights transgressions upon gay people. In the USA, denying a change of the definition of marriage for the purposes of cultural acceptance and emotional validation is not one of them. The institution of marriage is defensible and it is popular. Nobody argues that gay people marrying will cause marriage and society to crumble tomorrow. What we're arguing is that the continual weakening of the institution of marriage will have devastating long-term effects, and we're right because we're already witnessing that. Please join with me, a majority of Americans, all major religions, our eventual Republican nominee, and even the current President of the United States in supporting traditional marriage. Thank you.